So this is on cost.
Okay. Greetings. This is Linda Naivale, presenting our business model, an AI-guided tool for brain cancer classification. Yeah, that's it in short. So we're going to look at the key partners, the key activities, the value propositions, the customer relations, customer segments, key resources, channels, cost structure, and the revenue streams. So we're going to work with Crane Cloud, and we're going to use this open source platform to deploy our model in order to get network and storage services and also be able to monitor our product while on the cloud. We're going to use Makera AI Lab to access the available datasets and do more collaborations in case we need. Then we're going to use Uganda Cancer Institute. This is where we hope to get the brain MRI images for our dataset. In case they provide us with any. Then the key activities that we're looking at doing is acquiring the data, cleaning that data, majorly collecting it from our partners and ensuring that we standardize and annotate the data in a way which will be compatible with our model. Then we will develop our model. We will package the model as a REST API and deploy it on the cloud. Then also we'll have to make sure that the data we're using complies with the data protection and privacy regulations of Uganda and also of the international regulations, since it's confidential data and it's for patients. So the resources that we are going to use, we're going to use GPU and first CPUs for efficient model training. Then we'll have to have a product patent and a copyright acquisition. Then we'll also have developers, full stack developers that will do both of model deployment, model development, and everything about any form of software development that will be required. Then the value propositions is that we have the patient at the lowest level, and for this, we provide to them a product that classifies a brain tumor and diagnoses it. And then you have developers who are able to access our API and integrate it in their systems. We have different institutions like hospitals or schools that are able to access our API to increase on the diagnosis of brain cancer and improve patient outcomes, and also institutions that can use it, high institutions that can use it for research. We also have the government that can access our API and help ensure that patients don't have wait for long to be diagnosed of cancer or anything. Then we have the customer relationships. Our customers will be able to relate with our products through a mobile application. Those are majorly the patients. Then we have the API calls, those are developers, and also web applications also developers through integrations. Then you have the customer relationships. The patients will be able to we'll have patient engagement, then we'll have clinical support to onboard the radiologists and the IT staff to do the development. Khadija, you can come in and present. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. So the customer segments that we have, like Linda already highlighted, we have the patients at the low level, then we have developers, then the radiologists, we have the patients at the low level, we have the developers coming next, and then the radiologists who are under institutions, then we have the government. And she explained already how we're going to satisfy all those customer segments. Then we have under channels, the patients will be able to access our application through a mobile application. The patients will be able to access our model or our API through an application. And then the API will be able to will be accessed by the developers, and then also the government and the institution will be able to pay to be able to access this API. Then we're going to use Crane Cloud as one of our channels because it's cost efficient. Initially, we're going to deploy on their open source free tier version. Then maybe later we can use AWS auto scaling capabilities. to do the auto scaling when we have maybe higher volumes of requests. And the cost structure, infrastructural costs that highly contribute or highly affect the model operations, model deployment, and everything. One, we have the machine learning operations, because we need to hire developers, we need to hire mobile app creators, we need to hire we need to create a domain and all that. Then we have the data acquisition and annotation. We need to look for this data. We need to pay people to annotate the data. Then we need to check for adherence to regulations through audits, because we're dealing with patient data. This is very important to keep it safe. Then our revenue streams, when we have API calls, we're going to charge per API call. And then we have subscriptions for patients. If you can subscribe to have access to certain services. Then we're also going to run advertisements in the application. Let's say, for example, a hospital wants to do something, we can run an advert in the application, so that people can access it and be able to reach our people. Yeah, and here are some of the costs we have started with, and this will likely change. They are negotiable. Yeah, thank you.